Changing Bad Habits in 2026. Chapter 1. A New Year, a Heavy Mind. January 1st, 2026 was cold and quiet. The city was still sleeping after the loud celebrations of the night before. Alex stood by the window of his small apartment and looked at the empty streets. Fireworks were gone, but the same old thoughts were still in his head. He felt tired, even though the year had just begun. Alex was 27 years old. He had a job, an education, and many opportunities, but he was not happy with himself. Every year he promised to change. Every year he failed. He spent too much time on his phone, slept too little, and avoided difficult tasks. His bad habits were like invisible chains. That morning, instead of making another short promise, Alex decided to do something different. He opened a notebook and wrote one sentence. In 2026, I will change slowly, but honestly. It was the first small step. Chapter 2. Understanding the Enemy. Before Alex could change, he needed to understand his bad habits. He realized that habits were not enemies, but reactions. When he felt stressed, he scrolled through social media. When he felt afraid of failure, he watched videos instead of working. One evening, he sat at his desk and wrote a list. Waking up late, using the phone before bed, avoiding important tasks, losing focus after 10 minutes. Next to each habit, he wrote why it existed. This was difficult, but also freeing. Alex understood that change was not about punishment, it was about awareness. Chapter 3. The Power of Small Decisions. Alex stopped trying to change everything at once. Instead, he chose one habit, waking up earlier. Not at 5 a.m., not like successful people on the internet, just 30 minutes earlier. The first week was painful. His alarm felt like an enemy. But he reminded himself that discipline was not about motivation. It was about decisions made in advance. Every morning he made his bed. It was a small action, but it gave him a feeling of control. Slowly his mornings became calmer, and his days felt longer. Chapter 4. Learning to Focus Again. Focus was Alex's biggest problem. His mind jumped from one thought to another. In 2026, attention was the most valuable skill. Alex started using a simple rule. One task, one time. He turned off notifications and put his phone in another room. At first, he felt anxious. What if he missed something important? But after a few days, something changed. He could read for 30 minutes without checking his phone. He could work without constant breaks. Focus was like a muscle. The more he trained it, the stronger it became. Chapter 5. Failure is a Teacher. In March, Alex failed again. He spent a whole weekend playing games and ignored his responsibilities. On Sunday evening, he felt ashamed. Before, he would have quit. But this time, he looked at failure differently. He asked himself, what can I learn? He learned that rest was important, but escape was dangerous. He learned that one bad weekend did not destroy months of progress. Growth was not a straight line. Chapter 6. Building Better Habits. Alex replaced bad habits with better ones. When he felt stressed, he went for a short walk. When he felt tired, he drank water instead of coffee. When he felt lost, he wrote in his notebook. He also learned to plan his days realistically. Not 10 goals, just 3 important tasks. Finishing them gave him confidence. Chapter 7. The Role of the Body. In 2026, Alex understood that the mind and body were connected. He started sleeping 7 hours. He ate better food. He moved his body every day, even if it was just stretching. His energy increased. His thoughts became clearer. Taking care of his body was not a luxury, it was a foundation. Chapter 8. Becoming More Patient. Change was slow. Some days were boring. Some weeks felt the same. Alex learned patience. He stopped comparing himself to others online. Everyone showed only success, never struggle. Alex focused on his own path. He learned that becoming better was not about becoming perfect. It was about becoming more aware. Chapter 9. Helping others, helping yourself. As Alex grew stronger, he started helping others. He listened more. He gave honest advice. Helping others gave his life meaning. He understood that self-development was not selfish. A better person could create a better world. Chapter 10. A new version of focus. By autumn 2026, Alex could focus deeply. He could work for hours without distraction. But more importantly, he knew when to rest. He created clear borders between work and free time. This balance protected his focus. Chapter 11. Looking back without shame. In December, Alex read his first notebook page. He smiled. He was not perfect, but he was different. He had changed his habits, his thoughts, and his attitude. Not with force, but with consistency. Chapter 12. The Quiet Victory. On December 31st, 2026, there were fireworks again. Alex watched them calmly. He did not feel empty anymore. He knew that change never ended. But now he trusted himself. And that was the greatest habit he had built. This story shows that changing bad habits, improving focus, and becoming a better person in 2026 is possible through patience, awareness, and small daily actions.